Hi everyone, welcome to Vibrationss. This is Yiyi, your favorite drag queen's least favorite drag queen. I think I just ate my lipstick. This is the first video episode of Vibrationss. I wanted to do an episode where I was on video, on camera, so you can see my ugly face and you can see how I don't blend my makeup and you can read me because that's what I'm here for you guys to read me and for me to read your advice because that's what I'm going to be doing today. If you haven't checked out the few episodes that I've done, go ahead and check them out. It's kind of evolved if you haven't been a part of this journey. It's evolved throughout the like 9 episodes that I've done. And right now I'm in like, I want to be your, what is it? Not your therapist, but somebody that you can go for to get some advice because there's a lot of drag queens out there who only care about putting makeup on their face and making videos about how they do their eyeliner. And so, you know, I think I want to do something more for the people. I'm the queen. I'm a queen for the people. And so I'm here for you. And also before we get started, I want to let you guys know that if you haven't already listened to my song, I released a song last week. I believe it was last week. It's called Like a Girl, and it is amazing. I wrote it, I produced it myself. I uploaded it on my YouTube channel, so you can go ahead and check it out if you're watching on YouTube. Or also, you can stream it anywhere. Anywhere. You can stream it on what? Spotify, Apple, and Oranges, and all the streaming sites. So go ahead and check it out. It would mean so much to me for you guys to give it a listen, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. No, I mean yeah, sure, whatever. Just listen to it and let me know what you think. Okay, so today I'm going to be giving out some advice, some different kind of advice today. I think it's a bit more relationship based. I'm checking on my computer right now. That's why I'm typing. But like last time I went on the Reddit advice column or page, I don't know what it's called. And so I want to give this person advice. And let me read the post for you. Okay. So the title reads, "My girlfriend drunkenly kissed her coworker." Okay. All right. Honestly, I don't know if these are made up. Honestly, I don't know because I feel like some people just go on here just to get some attention and just to get some kind of validation and post like the most craziest stories just to see what people will say. So I don't know if this is real, but I'm sure that some people have gone through this. It doesn't seem like it's out of the realm of possibilities. It actually doesn't. It sounds kind of common. So let's read what Dramatic Tomorrow 12 has to say, or what they're looking for us to what they want advice on. Okay. So it reads, "I'm 23, male. She is 21, female. To provide some background, we've been dating for 6 years now and have been friends for 10. First of all, you've been dating for 6 years? Why aren't you married? Like, where you're still young, but for 6 years, I would have already been married, or I would have already left the relationship if I wasn't married by six years. Come on, are you serious? Okay, clearly you're not Mormon, because you would get married at 12. So, anyways, they have been friends for 10. So they have been friends for 10 years and been dating for six. I mean, come on, what are you doing? If you're not marrying this person, just at this point, just break up. But that's not the question. Anyways, I am the only long-term relationship she has ever been in. She is a night shift nurse, and I am in my final semester of college. She has recently found a group of friends, her job, and I've been really friends at her job, and I've been really happy for her because I understand that they are able to understand and relate to her in ways that I can't. I went out of town for the weekend to do some stuff with family, and she ended up going bar hopping with her group. They ended up back at one of the couple's apartments and continued partying. She said she passed out drunk and woke up late at night, and her and one of her coworkers ended up talking about some deep stuff. One of her friends recently passed away from OD, so they were probably talking about that. Um, she said mid conversation he called her beautiful and that she kissed him and they made out for a couple seconds. Okay. She claims she was incredibly intoxicated and didn't have impulse control at the moment and regretted it the second she realized that she'd what she'd done. The second, really, she made up for a few seconds, but okay, it only took her. Okay, what? We'll see. Okay, I came home the next day and she called me profusely crying and apologizing and admitted to me what she did. Ever since she started night shift, we have had little time together throughout most weeks as our schedules are exact opposites, and on her days off, I still have classes. I have had plans for proposing. Oh, so you were going to propose. Okay, I'm sorry for, it's still a long time, but at least you had plans. I have had plans for proposing, and we planned on moving in together once I had graduated and started work. Okay. See, I don't get that, but okay, well, that's a whole different subject, but I never expected to find myself in this situation. I don't know how to tackle the situation from either side, whether leaving or trying to make things work. I don't know what questions to ask or how to move forward. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, as nothing like this has ever occurred in the 6 years we've been together. What do I do? So, nothing has happened in the 6 years that you've been together. She's 21 and you're 23, and you are the longest relationship she's had. So those are all sort of not red flags, but things to consider for sure. And I would say first, you got to find out the real story. I think there's more to the story. I think she might be hiding some stuff because for her to be crying to you and apologizing so profusely, like you said she was, like you said that she was crying on the phone for a kiss. I think that, I don't know, that sounds a little weird to me. I feel like that sounds like she might have done something else that she's not telling you and she's feeling guilty for. She probably doesn't want to tell you the whole story because, well, obviously it's probably worse. But I would talk to the rest of the people that were there, get the real story. If you really are planning on proposing and you think this is serious, then you need to get the true story. Get the true story before you make any big decisions, but also let her know that you want to know the full story, that you want to know, maybe even talk to the guy. I mean, this is your future wife. This is your future wife. So you want to just lay it all out there. You want to talk to the guy, maybe ask him some questions, and then you can, if you feel like they're lying to you, then maybe that's where it's time to pack the bags. But if you think that they're telling you the truth and that they're not, not trying to hide anything from you, then then that's when you can move forward. I feel like you will probably have trust issues with this person if you don't deal with that, if you don't get a closure from that situation. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to talk to either the guy or other people that were there because you're planning on marrying this person. And if you don't get past this situation, it's going to be something that's going to be in the back of your mind for maybe the rest of your relationship. And you don't want that. So if you really want to move forward, you got to get closure on that and make sure that you know what happened. Um, yeah, that seems a little fishy. I'm sorry, girl, for if we are, if we're accusing you of something, but it just sounds like you're guilty. So, guilty of doing something worse than kissing. It depends on what you did, what you consider, cheating. Some people consider that cheating. They consider kissing cheating. So maybe that's something that, it depends where your lines are at. So if any of you are going through it, the same situation, that's my advice. You know, there you go. All right, I think I had another one here that I wanted to talk about. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is a little different. This is from Run with the Fox. And they write, well, the title is My Boyfriend Quit Gaming. Now I live with a bored and frustrated guy. Okay, so that's the gist of it, right? That's the headline. Let's read what they have to say. My boyfriend, 28, male. That's funny that you have to put male when you said boyfriend. Okay, anyways, recently decided to quit gaming after years of being hooked on it. Okay, he's been a gamer since he was a teenager, and the decision to quit came after he realized how much time and money he was spending on it. The problem how the problem now is that he's always bored and easily frustrated. He sits around the house all day, sighing and getting annoyed at the smallest things. If I suggest we do something together, either he acts uninterested or says it's too much effort. I'm not sure how to deal with this, and it's starting to affect our relationship. Has anyone been through something similar? How can I support him through this? Or is this just a phase he has to get over? It probably is just a phase, but it's also something that it might take longer than you want. Okay? Obviously, I'm not gonna say you should leave him. That I don't think that's something that that drastic of a problem. But if he was hooked on gaming, it sounds like he had some sort of dependence on it, or maybe he was like, "Am I out of frame? I think I'm out of frame. Let me get a little bit." Okay. My camera stopped working for a second, so that's why I have to cut it. But anyways, I don't know about the gaming addiction. I do think if he's frustrated, um, if you're dealing with somebody who's just annoyed, you said, gets annoyed at the smallest things, and that does sound like there's something else going on. I don't know what it would be. I don't know him. You don't really go into depth about him like that, but I would, in my opinion, I think there's something deeper going on. I think maybe he's annoyed with you. Maybe. If you said that he gets mad at the smallest things, I don't know. I'm not saying that you do something, but maybe he's over it. I don't know. But I think there's something deeper. So I would talk to him, maybe try to get it out of him, not like so bluntly, but obviously just say like something like, I understand what you're going through. Like, I know this is hard for you to give up gaming. Um, but I feel like you've been acting a little short with me, or you've been frustrated a lot. Um, do you think that is from leaving or stopping? Do you think that's from stopping from, how do I put it? Girl, I don't know. Just ask him what is if there's something more going on. Try to get to the bottom of the issue. Because yeah, it sounds like there's something more. Honestly, I don't think you should do stuff with him. I think unless gaming was something you guys did together, but it sounds like gaming was something he did alone on his free time. So I don't think he wants to do anything with you. That's just my opinion. I think he needs his own time, his time to, have fun by himself. So if anything, if he has friends, talk to his friends, tell them, tell them to take him out to do stuff together with his friends that is not gaming related. Um, and also, like, what's wrong with gaming? Like, why can't he just do it like maybe twice a week or something? Why does it have to be like nothing, right? Like, why does he have to quit it? I don't know. So I feel like he should probably still game if that's something that he really loved and he's passionate about, but just like cut back on it, you know? Just cut back. And then also, I'm recapping my advice here. Um, Talk to him about what else is going on because there might be something going on, and also don't really try to do stuff with him because he probably doesn't want to do it with you. I'm sorry, like it's just like you have your own stuff that you want to do with your friends and hang out and stuff. He probably does. He probably has the same. He has the same desire, right? To just do stuff that he likes to do and that he wants to do with his friends that he can get along with and joke around, whatever. Just talk to his friends, see what's up. All right, I think that's it for the advice columns here on Vibrationss. And now it's time to Queen Out. And this is the segment where I talk about anything drag related because obviously I am giving drag queen today, aren't I? I'm very much giving. I wanted to go for this like heavier eye because I saw Chaperone, and I'm not really a listener. I don't really listen to her music, but I saw her on SNL. Like I saw her performance, and I was like, wow, that eye looks so cute. So I wanted to go a little heavier on the eye. So I'm giving drag queen today, giving drag. All right, so for the drag segment, I do want to talk about. I made this short on. I think I posted it on my YouTube channel, so you can probably find it here if you scroll down, or if you go to my page and go through the shorts. Um, what did I say? Oh yeah, it was something about. Oh yeah, the drag. Maybe I can pull it up here and just read it, so I can give you the full quote that I posted. All right, it shouldn't take too long. Let me see. Okay, here it is. All right, I said drag will never fully be accepted because it goes against many people's definition of what is normal. And I really do stand by that. I think drag is so not antagonistic, but it can be at times. It can poke some buttons. It can make some people, look at themselves in a way because drag is sort of sometimes. I think it used to be more so in when it first started. It used to be a reflection of what society thinks of people. Like, oh, you think I'm a freak? Well, let me dress up as a freak. Let me reflect what you think of a woman. So let me just exaggerate what a woman's figure looks like. So I think a lot of drag does reflect the society that we live in, and people don't want to look at that. They don't want that. They want they want to see fantasy, or they want to see only the good things, right? And so maybe the better quote would be like drag that is more safe will become at some point more accepted, because I think if you take away the that I don't want to say political, but like that societal um um sort of like that not antagonistic also, but that underground, like I'm trying to push your buttons. I'm being, what's that word when I'm being um I'm making fun, I'm poking fun of what normal is. I'm poking fun of society. I'm being, tongue in cheek. Pretty much making fun of the Matrix, sort of. Um, I think that sort of drag will never be fully accepted, but I think maybe just like cleaner drag, which I don't even know at that point, is it even drag if it's super clean? This is like I'm in the universe. Come on, like this is stuff that we think about or that we should think about. But I don't know. I feel like that's why I don't believe drag will be accepted. Like drag. I don't mean like dressing up as a girl. I feel like that's not that out of the out of the possibilities to be more accepted in society. But yeah, yeah. Let me know what you think because I really do, and I think RuPaul has said that a lot. Like she used to say that drag will never be mainstream, and I think to a certain extent that is true. I think she was talking about the same thing about how drag is poking fun of society, is poking fun of politics, entertainment, of just how serious we take each other, and so I think that will never be mainstream because, like I said, it's just too. It's too. It makes you look at society too closely, and a lot of people don't like to do that. They want to live in their fantasy world. They want to live like they're the heroes of their own story, and when you poke fun of them and you let them know that you're just a joke. We're all just a joke. Like it's a joke. They're not gonna like that. Anyways, that is my stance. I could probably word it better, and I should probably prepare some kind of uh, dissertation or something. But that is my thoughts, my surface level thoughts, I guess. All right, so that is it for vibrations, vibrations. That is a good one. Like bi. Anyways, that's not what it's called. It's called Vibrationss with two S's, as you can see. And this has been another episode. And thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Because at this point, I am going to be making at least an effort. I'm going to be making an effort to record the podcast. So hopefully I stick to it. And if you don't like it, go watch those other queens that are putting makeup on and are taking your money. Okay? I'm trying to do something for you and give you some advice that will help you in your life and your journey and hopefully in your relationships. So this has been Vibrationss. Thank you so much. And I will see you in the universe, across the universe. Bye.